Hello there, precious person, and welcome to Magical Mondays. Now, coming up, we're talking about what exactly is the science of manifestation. It's important for us to understand concepts like the law of attraction, and the science of manifestation and the law of attraction are one and the same. Now, when you understand the scientific validity of a concept, it makes it easier for you to accept it. Understanding is imperative for us to take action on anything. But before that, please help me out by clicking the notifications icon, clicking the bell icon so you never miss a video when I release a video every Monday, 12 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So let's dive into today's topic about what is the science of manifestation. Have you heard of the law of attraction? Chances are you have. Have you seen the movie The Secret? Chances are you have. Now, the way the law of attraction was explained in The Secret was not very scientific, in the sense that it was based in science about the universe and physics and energy, but the language used and the way people were talking, the audience wasn't able to really understand the scientific validity of it. The teachers in the movie were all amazing and all practiced the principles of manifesting, which is basically the law of attraction, but there was no science and research that was cited. And this led people to experience the following. Number one, doubting the process. Now, more than 60 people did not see the results they were expecting. Number two, expecting manifestations too soon. Number three, just visualizing and not taking any action. Number four, not being consistent because they weren't seeing any results for the first 1 or 2 weeks. And number five, not understanding the exact science behind it. So in this video and in the next couple of videos, I'm going to break this down for you like my teachers have broken it down for me scientifically. And one or two of my teachers were in the movie The Secret. So buckle up, get yourself a hot beverage, and let's really understand this with me. Now, before we go any further, why should you listen to me? For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Avril Q. I'm an ICF PCC coach, an energy architect, a meditation teacher, a mindfulness teacher, and a Kriya Yoga teacher. Now, I have decades of experience in all of these disciplines combined, and I'm a certified teacher, coach, and mentor, and energy, architect to teach all these disciplines. The tools and techniques that I share on my channel, Avril Q, has been used by more than 10,000 people and myself for many years with phenomenal success. And you can read the testimonials below in the comment section. So now that you know a little bit about me, at least my credentials, let's go deeper. You and me. How many of you have put up a vision board? Come on, tell me. How many of you say affirmations? How many of you journal? How many of you have used the 555 technique? How many of you have used the 21 times writing technique and so many other manifestation techniques? Nothing happens? Or does it take a really long time? And what happens in the meantime to your mindset, your motivation? Do you get frustrated, dejected, sad, angry? Do you give up? I've been there too. So what is the number one thing to understand about manifesting? It all starts with the law of gestation. Now, my teacher, Bob Proctor, who was in The Secret, with whom I studied on a mastermind for a year, taught me about manifesting. And he says this: the universal law of gestation states that every process needs to go through a period of time during which it is conceptualized and actualized. Let me give you the analogy of a seed to a plant, or of a seed to a fruit tree, anything. You need a couple of things. You need the seed, you need water, you need soil, you need air, you need sun, a couple of things, right? But a seed is not going to become a full-blown plant in one day. It will take some time. Every species takes its own time. So there is a time between you planting the seed and you seeing a full-blown tree, a fruit tree, a flower tree, whatever. So what does that mean for you? When you visualize your goal and you see yourself going through the entire process from conceptualization to actualization, that's when the manifestation happens. Let's give you an example. You want to become a CXO leader. Number one, map it out. Where are you now? And all the steps you need to take daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, etc. Feel the challenges of doing the things that you may not want to do. Maybe you don't like making presentations because you're underconfident. See yourself doing it. Maybe you are scared about talking and communicating with your immediate team leader, your boss or your super boss. This may mean that you can't hang out at a pub on the weekend with your friends because you need to work on making a presentation. So basically, you need to see yourself performing each action in order for you to get to the goal of becoming a CXO. Seeing yourself as a CXO as the end goal is not enough. Number two, the next thing you have to do is to take inspired action. Seeing the process, visualizing is not enough. Most people do not take the actions. Take the actions that you see yourself doing, that you have determined for yourself. And this can be very tough because it requires action, it requires commitment, it requires a mindset shift. And 99 people are too scared to shift their mindset because it requires repatterning of your brain, subconscious reprogramming. And let me tell you, I have done it for many people and with many people, but the decision is yours. Are you ready? So the first step of many more steps, which I will break down every week in these videos, I've just given you. So let's recap. According to the law of gestation, what is the first step to manifest? Number one, you have to see yourself conceptualizing what you want and then actualizing it. And that's not the only thing. You have to see the steps in between. I gave you the example of a goal. If you wanted to become a CXO, you've got to first know what you want. Most people don't even know what they want. So be very careful. Really go 7 levels deep and know what it is you want. Once you know that, that's a conception of your goal. Then your actualization is you are a CXO. But what are all the steps in between? Those are the most important because it's very easy for you to visualize on a vision board, or I am the CXO of so-and-so company. But what about the pain, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the power of communication, the negotiation, the hard work you have to put in, missing out time with your family, giving up time with your friends? What about you? So you have to see yourself doing that. Like when I was building my courses, I did the same mistake. I conceptualized a course and then I saw myself, oh, I'm going to be teaching so many thousands of students. And it took me months till I did this manifestation exercise with Bob Proctor, and he taught me, listen girl, you're on the wrong track. The law of gestation is the first step in manifesting. And very few people talk about the law of gestation, because most people don't know about it, right? So you've got to see yourself. Just like you see a plant growing, and then depending upon how the plant is growing, you will either feed it water or more sunlight or better nutritious soil, or people even talk to their plants and the plants grow better. So you have to be able to chop and change and adapt your energy, your actions, your words, your intentions, your whatever you're doing in order for you to get where you want to go. You have to see yourself going through it, because if you can see yourself going through the pain of something, your body doesn't understand the difference. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand the difference between what's happening in real life or what's happening, in your imagination. That's why when you're watching a scary movie, you get scared. Your amygdala feels fear. You go into, a fearful state because your body doesn't know the difference. Your subconscious mind doesn't, right? So when you can see yourself taking these hard actions that most people do not want to take, because none of us want to be uncomfortable, but you have to be able to take action, and taking action is the most uncomfortable thing, but it's the only thing that will help you change. Tony Robbins, the famous Tony Robbins, the father of modern personal development, who I've also trained with on a mastermind in 2019, says this: change is not going to happen overnight. Action is the only thing that's going to change your life. So you have to see yourself taking minute actions. Whatever is causing you challenges, see yourself in your mind taking those actions. And once you see yourself in your mind, the second step is take those actions. Take those inspired actions. The reason why I'm reiterating this again and recapping it for you again is because if you didn't get it the first time, I'm trying to go deeper. When you do an action in your mind, you already know the pros and cons of the action. You know how it's going to feel. You know that it's going to be painful. You know it's going to be challenging, but you're driven by your goal. So you take the action, and when you take the action, there's a sense of satisfaction. There's a sense of accomplishment. And also remember that when you take the action, celebrate yourself. I give myself a high five in the mirror. I put my arms around myself. I'm so proud of you. I tell myself loudly, Avril, you rock. Why? Because we need to validate ourselves while we are taking small actions, because this will give us the confidence to take bigger, better, more productive actions. So I hope that made it very clear for you now. I just thought it was so important for me to recap this for you. If you want to dive deeper into this topic with me, and if you want to become a manifesting genius like me and many, many, many of my clients, please join my Conscious Creation Level 1 program that I'm launching in a month. Click the link in the description to register for my free upcoming masterclass. And in 3 hours, I will show you easy steps to map out your career, improve your communication, and manage your challenges and stressors easily, because research shows that these are the 3 main things that hold people back from an awesome life. Now, please share this video with people you care about so that you can uplift them, and drop a kind comment if you like this video. I'm your sister in alignment and healing, and like I always say, stay true to being you.